Egotastic FunTime.
Hey gang, I'm JP and welcome back to Talking The Orville on Egotastic FunTime. Today we're gonna have a great time because I recently had the privilege of speaking with Rico Anderson at Yuri's Night Los Angeles, and he was kind enough to chat with me about his experiences playing the Mocklin Doctor in the Orville Season 1 about a girl. He turned Topa's girl junk into boy junk, you guys. How did he do that? Rico was incredibly generous to take time out to speak with me, especially considering there was such a good time going on all around us. Partying, dancing, drinking, canoodling, all in the name of space exploration. Not only was it great speaking with him because he was on the show, but because he's also a fan of the show. I love talking to fans of the Orville because I'm a fan of the Orville. We love the Orville, and thankfully, as I've recently come to realize, you never know who you're gonna run into at Yuri's night. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, Conway Twitty. No, wait. Rico Anderson. Sorry, force of habit, you guys. Get out of here, Conway Twitty!
Yeah, it could be a krill or be krilled situation with that one.
She's coming back.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they gotta bring her back. That's what we said last season. They gotta bring her back. Hashtag renew the Orville!
Come on!
Do it, Fox, Disney, come on,
You
man.
gotta do it.
Do it.
It's the greatest show
In the world.
in the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think this is actually my first official Orville interview.
Wow. Here or in general?
In general, like in
What?
person.
So I'm the first?
The first.
Well, let me button up my blazer.
All
here.
right.
I didn't know it was
Woo!
going down like this.
Taking advantage of me.
How you doing?
We
How
got
you doing?
Rico Anderson here.
Orders and Plato, I am pleased to introduce to you your son. Thank you, Doctor.
He's got the skills to pay the bills, and he ain't no krill. Okay?
You a
sir-
rapper?
Yes, I am.
Okay, I was wondering. You had the ambiance of the.
That's right,
Yes.
DJ Tanner in the house.
Boy.
What's going on? Rico,
Yes.
Mr. Mocklin Man,
Yes, sir.
tell us your experience about delivering a Mocklin baby.
It's a lot different from delivering a human baby, which I assume Mocklins never have. But more importantly, it was even more crazier to just experience the idea of changing the sex of the baby, which was
yeah.
very controversial.
Very controversial.
But it was met with open arms too. It was one of the most talked about episodes of the season.
Oh yeah, and still is.
Yeah, I got it. I got this. At least I hope I got this.
And you've probably been asked this maybe, what was the experience of getting hired for this show? Like, how much information did they tell you about it? Like, I'm talking about like when you're on the way to the set for the first time.
Well, this being a new universe and anything goes, it's really cool to be able to be one of the first people to actually create the character.
Yeah.
And to help be one of the people to create the race as a whole. I think back in terms of Star Trek and, like Leonard Nimoy,
Yeah.
the first Vulcan, he lived long and prosper. He was basically the one to create and give us what we know of Vulcans today.
Yeah. and
So
he set
it's-
the standard.
Oh, totally set the standard. So it's an honor to be able to be one of the people who actually
Set the standard.
Set the standard. I mean, you also have the incredible work of Peter Macon.
Yes.
And it's just a wonderful feeling to be a part of the beginning of this universe.
If Peter Macon was there, had to do with the baby. You also had Chad Coleman there.
Yes,
What
yes.
was it like working with the great Chad Coleman? I don't know if you guys had lines, but he was there and he has that presence.
He was there. What was funny is Chad and I, we met years ago, and of course we're both in the prosthetic makeup. So
Yeah.
I'm walking up to Chad saying, "Hey, Chad," and he's like, "Hey," and I'm like, having to remind him who I
Hey,
am
it's
and stuff
me,
like
man.
that. Right, it's me, Rico.
Yeah,
And,
that's right. It's Rico, man.
So it's a little bit challenging, of course, when you're a totally different, looking like a totally different person.
Yeah, speaking of looking like a different person, you got to work with Howard Berger with the makeup.
Yes.
What was that process like? Putting that on, getting it cast?
It was long. It was a long. Well, I won't say 2.5 hours is long. I'll say that there's a certain amount of patience you have to have wearing prosthetic makeup.
Yeah.
Obviously, you don't want to be allergic to the prosthetic makeup. You don't want to be claustrophobic. You want to be able to actually take what's being put on you, and it worked for you. So luckily enough, it's worked for me, and I've had prosthetic makeup on before, so it's one of those things where...
And they kind of use that cowl, which I know it's like...
It was different.
Does that help or at all?
It helps because it's more just them putting it on me and then gluing certain parts on as opposed to glue.
You're not looking in the mirror, you maybe feel like Batman or something like that, putting on the cowl.
Kind of, sort of, yeah. And, there's a little more room up on top, too, so...
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I mean, I love being in prosthetic makeup.
You love it? You want to put that on your resume?
I would say it in every audition. I really, truly do love it. I mean,
you heard it here first, folks.
I do like you take people like, say, the great Doug Jones, who's currently Saru in Star Trek Discovery, and millions of other things. That has been that is the majority of his career.
Oh yeah, I don't think I ever saw his face until I saw behind the scenes of Star Trek Discovery.
It's very rare when you see it. I actually did Fifth Passenger with Doug, and it was one of the few times where he actually played a human.
He played Doug.
He played Doug. So, and even he said, I love doing it, but sometimes it's really nice to be able to step out of it. So, but Doug has done a lot more than I have. So, I'm still
might have done too much. Who knows what Doug's doing?
No. He'll always be there.
He was singing the other day. I heard him. He's pretty good, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We do have problems with them Mocklins sometimes. They're a little bit hard to deal with.
Well, we may potentially have a bit of a smoking problem, and
a little bit.
But besides that, hey, we're nice people. We're just misunderstood.
But we want to understand them more because they're all lovable and cuddly. Ladies and gentlemen, the great Rico Anderson. Yuri's night.
Okay, that's it. That's all I wanted to talk about today, and I talked about it. A huge thanks to Rico Anderson for putting up with me at Yuri's Night, you guys. You can check Rico out in the upcoming television series Truth Be Told, starring Octavia Spencer, Lizzie Kaplan, and Aaron Paul, just to name a few. And if you want to keep tabs on Rico like I do, not in a weird way, you guys, I'm not a stalker anymore, you can click on the link below to stay connected. Go over there and say hi from me. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, and supporting my stupid show. It really does mean the world to me, you guys. I'll see you very soon, and as always, I hope all your times are egotastic fun times. Love you, bye-bye!
Egotastic fun time, we're gonna have a great time. Egotastic fun time, give me all your money. Give him all your money. You will find it funny. Just give me money. I love money. Give me all your 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 money.